like that, we have now reached the finale of it all. The final piece of the puzzle. The final part of the history of the Muay Thai Emperor. And today we finish off with the most recent appearance of the man until August. That, of course, being his time as a DLC character in this game known as Street Fighter V. Welcome everybody to the final part of the Sagat history. It's been a long time coming, but we're here. We're finally finishing this up with the part that I've sort of been dreading a bit. Street Fighter V, it's no secret, this game had a rough fucking launch. This game's launch was... it was definitely a thing that some people can look back on and realize that was a mistake. The launch of this game and the many problems this game faced were just insane. You look back at how this game was handled throughout its development, throughout its history of existing, you just can't help but feel kinda sorry for the game. Because it had a lot of good things going for it, but it just had a lot of problems, from the visuals being a little bit clunky in places, to the really bizarre way that it was launched with basically barely any single-player content. The fact that the game was just so bad for the online crew, the story mode was not good. Just, people had a lot of opinions on Street Fighter V. And it also still ended up being a game that overall wasn't the worst game ever, and at its moments, sure. But man, you just kinda can't help but feel bad about this game in the way that it was handled. So, yeah, today I'm just gonna be honest here. Yes, it is one of those things that I do want to say. Because, yeah. It's definitely what we have here. And yeah, Sagat's in this intro, and he has to show off this part because this is kind of a cool segment here for this intro. I don't know why, I just really love this shot of Ryu Shoryukening Sagat here. That's really sick. It's definitely a case where I do want to give credit where credit is due for this game. The music is fantastic. There's actually some fun you can have with this game with certain characters. And overall, there are things about this game that are worth looking into if you do want to see what's here. But man, is it a game that you kind of have to know going into it that it is a bit of a rough one. Not a bad game, mind you, but man, will it be a game that will either impress you in a lot of areas, or you will despise it. Also, don't focus on the fact that it says Arcade Edition. I just had to show off the Arcade Edition intro because, well, I wanted to at least have it start us off with an intro rather than, you know, just staring at the blank screen of Champion Edition. So, with that said, you know, Street Fighter V launched with a barren amount of content, obviously, but, you know, now we're no longer at its launch. It's actually got stuff now. And one of those big things that it added years later was an arcade mode, which allows you to do an arcade mode based on all of the games. Up to that point, except for the EX games and the movie games. Fuck. And the fact that all of them are themed after these games is kinda sick, where the music is changed, like, for the character select and the versus screen stuff. They do some cool stuff. And they even make sure that the characters that are in the games are represented here in some form or fashion. But the only arcade mode we're not going to be doing is Street Fighter 3 because Sagat wasn't in Street Fighter 3. So, let's get a move on and do this. By using the history of Sagat to kind of go through his arcade history by going through all of the arcade modes in Street Fighter V, before we do some online matches and his story mode. Yeah, you can tell with, you know, Street Fighter 1, they really wanted to keep the cast light for this one. So, basically, like, the only characters that were there in Street Fighter 1 were Ryu, Ken, Sagat, and Birdie. And the other Balrog's here to represent Mike, and the other characters are all the Final Fight representatives. Poison, Abigail, Lucia, Cody, and Zeku representing Guy. So that's kind of cool. But obviously, we're here to play as Sagat, and, well, because this is Street Fighter V, the costume selection is kinda bonkers in this game. So we're actually gonna play as classic purple short Sagat without his scar on for Street Fighter 1. To keep it canonical, you see. See, I'm making this make sense. Somehow. I mean, look at this. It's just how it works. And like that, we're already getting started on this one. I have to fight this man, this punk. Let's get a move on and fight. Round 1. Fight. Tiger Knee! Round 2. Fight. So the thing that makes Street Fighter V interesting is that it has this things called the V skills and V triggers, which are, you know, these things. So if you press both medium buttons, yeah, in my case, it's triangle and circle, so medium punch and medium kick. You know, I can do this thing where Sagat charges up where his scar is and gets an angry charge. And then if you have your V trigger skill, you can press both light and heavy punch and heavy kick together, and it does give Sagat some extra power in some of his moves to kind of add on to the skills that he's got. And also make some of his moves do a little more. It's kind of nifty. The V skill and V trigger system is not my preferred method of how to play these games, and also I love this. You've got a lot to learn before you beat me. Try again, kid. They had to fucking reference the fact that Sagat still says that towards his opponents. They knew they had to keep that line in because it's iconic for how cheesy it is. In that beautiful, stupid way it is. Ow. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how the V trigger and V skill system is something. Oh boy. Round 2. Fight. Tiger uppercut. Gale punch! Oh boy. Hey. just sitting there waiting for Abigail to do something. Just, hey, how's it going? Yeah, that'll do it. Like I said, it is kind of neat that they just decided to do all this. Alright. But yeah, Zeku's kind of neat. He's Guy's master, and he's basically kind of like this hip with the kids kind of guy. It's kind of cool. He's a pretty cool dude. I like him. Break it apart! Stun, bitch! Oh yeah! And that is how you defeat someone like that. And that is how you do it. Ow. Ow, ow. It's like angry charge, tiger uppercut, bitches. Damn it. Tiger! All the tigers. I missed that one, but I'll get you next time with whoever's gonna be in my way to get hit by that. And because Sagat's the fight here, he has to fight Ryu at the end of half of his arcade modes. So, yeah, Sagat has to fight Ryu. And like that, I'm already having to fight the man who gave me my scar. I love how they even styled Ryu's colors after his Street Fighter 1 appearance, where he has red hair and black gauntlet thingies, instead of the red that he'd have later on. That's kind of nifty.
This is the path of my destiny.
Of my destiny, yeah. You have red hair, I'm wearing purple trunks, and I do not have a scar. Also, I have a visible other eye. So isn't that just kind of weird? Isn't that kind of weird? Ugh. I don't get it either. Tiger uppercut! And then tiger knee to the face! I laugh at winning against you, Ryu. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. Oh. Damn. Oh, god damn it. Ow! My face hurts after that. It has to be climactic because it's against Ryu, and not just Street Fighter 1 Ryu has to win somehow. Otherwise, this doesn't make any sense. I guess. I don't know. I'm just being stupid. Oh. Oh shit. Hadouken! Okay, stop blocking. Booyah! Time for my new critical art. Tiger Rampage! Hell yeah, baby. Yeah, that's Sagat's new critical art, like his big ultra. It's kind of a cool move. I like it. I also just love the name Tiger Rampage. That's just kind of awesome. And every time we win in arcade mode, we get a different ending based on that version of the character. So, what did Street Fighter 1 Sagat go through? The scar on Sagat's chest is as a permanent reminder of his bout with a young fighter. It also marks the start of his journey to becoming a true king. Yeah, Ryu just Shoryukened a giant scar onto his chest, and now Sagat is just like, I would like to improve myself. And you know what? I'm doing this in chronological order. So instead of going to Street Fighter 2 next, we actually got to go to Street Fighter Alpha next. Because at this point, this is kind of a culmination of Sagat's history in a... This is kind of a culmination of Sagat's history in general, now that I think about it. Because this has basically just got all of where he's gone since Street Fighter 1, all the way to this game with Street Fighter 5, and since Street Fighter 3 takes place after this game, yeah, he wasn't in that game, so... And since this is the Alpha games... And yeah, a lot of funny costumes are here. So you know what, instead of going to Sagat's nostalgia outfit, we'll save that for Street Fighter 2, we're actually going to go to this outfit. Sagat's backstory outfit, as I call it, aka the outfit that he wore after getting his new scar. Because, yes, I know exactly how I am. Are they digging holes in my mountain? Yes. Yes. The fucking terminal montage video is gonna be stuck in my head now. But yeah. But yeah, we have to start off the Alpha side with Rose. Because of course Rose is our starting point for this one. She's an important character. So yeah, that's a whole deal. But yeah, Sagat's just wearing like a new wearing a weird bandana that's, you know, covering half his face because it's not his eye patch. That's, you know, not the OG eye patch that he wore back when you know, when he started doing stuff. I guess he just wanted to do something different with himself when he was going through his midlife crisis, I guess. You know, midlife crisis, stuck on revenge. You know, that sort of stuff. When you're, you know, that sort of stuff when you have a giant fucking scar, you know, uppercutted into your chest that you're basically living with for the rest of your life. Tiger uppercut. Knee. Tiger knee. Knee. We are the knights who say... God damn it. Let's finish this off with a bit of a rampage. Tiger Rampage! How did that not kill? That killed. Sure, why not?
You win.
Sure, why the fuck not? Let fate decide whatever it wants. I will always be Emperor. Alright, we gotta fight Dan because, you know, Dan wants revenge in this current part of the timeline, so let's give it to him. In Alpha chronology. I am trying too hard to make sense out of shit that I really shouldn't be. Oh, Dan. Yeah. Fucking Dan. Fucking Dan, man. Oh, Dan. Your Dan is all that ever danned.
Round one. Fight.
Oh no! Dan! Oh, Dan! I love how that's his noise whenever he loses. I hate you! God damn it, Dan. Oh, Dan. Oh, Dan. Dan, you are one sad, strange little man, and I pity you. Hadouken! He doesn't blow himself away now whenever he does that move. See, you can do some cool combos in this game. It's pretty neat. I hate you! Jesus Christ. God, I only accept worthy challengers. Why did you think you could challenge me? Good question. Next question. Alright. Yep, we're reaching that one, because hi, Kadeen, how are you doing? Oh, my phone is being stupid by having me be audible. So if you heard me again, my apologies. Oh, Kadeen. The glorious example of being the Ohojo-sama that we always appreciate. And I'm gonna be honest here, I friggin' love Kadeen. I think she's great. But we'll get more into her another day because, you know, if she somehow gets into Street Fighter 6 or somehow Sakura gets in, I'll explain more of her deal then. Fuck you. It's also funny because Kadeen's played by Lauren Landa in this, so that's kind of interesting. For those of you who don't know, Lauren Landa is the voice actor of Juno from Beastars, Annie on Attack on Titan, and a ton of other characters. I think she's also female Robin in the Smash Brothers games and most other Fire Emblem appearances outside of Awakening itself, because for some reason Lauren Landa took over the role of female Robin in those games, but she wasn't the original voice of the character, as far as we know.
You win.
Call yourself a noble? With that attitude, don't make me laugh.
Well, judgy much, Sagat?
UAE. Round one. Fight.
Oh, Nash, you're not a zombie yet. Well, okay, you're not some Frankenstein creation just yet. This is still the alpha timeline, so you're okay! Somewhat! Man, Charlie had it the fucking worst going into this game because he just has it the fucking worst.
Round two. Fight.
Also, Mike McFarlane voices Nash. Yep, Master Roshi and Gene Havoc himself from FMA. Just, you know, being Nash. It's cool. I like Mike McFarlane in video games. He's always one of my favorite voice actors to hear and stuff. I wish he did more stuff.
Fuck this. Oh, fuck this.
Win.
Oh, you need more than blind obsession to stand a chance against me.
Also, suddenly, here comes a new challenger. Just suddenly random surprise fight to, add on to everything. Who's the surprise fight today? It's Can! It's Can! Thankfully, we're fighting against Alpha Ken and not Banana Hair Ken because, man, I like Ken's new design from a design standpoint, but man, this game's art style and graphical look does not do it any favors. Because holy Jesus, everyone knows good old Ken's friggin' banana hair from this game. Because holy shit, this game's art style really causes some problems for some characters' designs. Like, holy shit, Ken's hair and, like, when in his base outfit is so something. Oh my god, what a fucking feeling. Ow.
Oh. Oh.
Also, Ken's themes, the remix of Ken's theme in this game, that is some good shit. Like, holy my lordy, that is a good friggin' remix. A lot of the music in this game is really good. But the only, like, exception I really feel of the music not being great is Jury's theme sounds stupidly low energy. It sounds like it's starting but never finishes. It's such bullshit.
Only those who hone their skills in power can challenge the king. Can you call yourself worthy?
Alright, off to fight Birdie again, because Birdie just always finds his way.
Round one. Fight.
There we go. And that is how you lose against me. Ow, ow. Fuck. My God. Really hope nothing weird happens to this guy in the future. I'm really hoping he'll be okay.
Round two. Fight.
Ow. I got distracted. Screw you. Ow, ow. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna make Tiger Cannon! Tiger Cannon!
Good evening, Spage. How are you doing?
You win.
Go and train, or would you rather die a fool?
Yeah, it's been pretty hot out. But otherwise, yeah, I'm just drinking my water, and we're just, you know, going through Sagat's history in chronological order through Street Fighter V's arcade modes now, because Street Fighter V decided we started off with basically zero content, but then we added so much content that people can actually have fun with our game now. And thankfully, well, we're just doing Sagat's history throughout the arcade modes in Street Fighter V. And I do like the fact that they did some interesting stuff with that, and I'm honestly glad they did a bunch of these remixes for them. Like I said, the only game we're not going through with Sagat is Street Fighter 3, because he wasn't in Street Fighter 3. So, you know, I can at least rest easy now knowing I don't have to fight Gil, thank God. Because I'd rather not deal with Gil, because fuck Gil in this game, and well, then again, fuck Gil in general. I just hate fighting Gil in any game he's in, because he sucks to fight against. I hate him. On second thought, fuck you, Gil. You're the worst.
Tiger knee!
So I'd rather not fight against Gil. I'll rant about Gil another day when a character a character from Third Strike that I actually like playing as shows up. I don't know if, let's say if Yun and Yang or... Nah, we already got Jamie, so I don't think we're getting Yun and Yang. If Sean gets into Street Fighter 6 at some point, then sure, I'll rant about Gil there.
How dare you challenge the king with your slovenly attitude?
That's a very good question, my dude. I don't know. Alright, it's Killer Bee Cammy time. Let's give her some problems.
Round one. Fight.
Oh. Yeah, baby.
Find it funny that every character in-game has enough money to travel all over the world and fight someone for no longer than an hour before going elsewhere. I mean, so, I remember this being a joke that Thorgy's Arcade brought up in his Street Fighter V retrospective, where he points out that it's kind of weird how Sakura says she can't really go and take flights everywhere, but it's like, that's what you've been doing for a while. And there's like a joke that, you know, like, kind of got brought up, that flight travel plans is like healthcare in the Pokemon universe. You kind of just have it by default. You kind of just go in and go, and have it happen. Which, to be fair here, welcome to long-standing travels, because you gotta love it.
Is that it? You're not even fit to be Willa Mayu's plaything.
Oh, right, his tiger's name is Willa Mayu, right. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it, because I can't really speak the same language. I think he says it at some point. I think he says the name of the tiger at some point. Yes, I got as a pet tiger in this game. Don't question it. I mean, most people have to admit it's kind of obvious he'd have a pet tiger. Also, Vega was a brunette at one point. That's still weird to look at sometimes. Like, it's kind of giving me, what was it? I think it was Mike Tyson owns a tiger, I think it was, or... I think Mike Tyson owned a tiger? Was that it?
Round one.
I think that's who owned a tiger. I'm just reminding myself of a joke. I think it was a joke from The Hangover, where it involves, like... Where it involves, you know, that kind of stuff. Vega, the most muscular man who was very clearly a femboy as a teenager. Accurate. I mean... There's a joke. I mean, he's the kind... I mean, is he really... I mean, either that or he's just I mean, he's Spanish, so... He's from Spain, so it makes sense that he'd be extremely effeminate, and I have plenty of reasons to believe that Ow! All the good wine did a number of him. True. I am from Spain. Just good old Spain. On him, I mean, but still, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you're a guy from Spain.
Rampage!
I got a perfect and a critical art on him. Fuck yeah.
You win.
And that's how I kicked your ass. It's repulsive to drown one's soul in beauty and strength. Wake up, fool!
Vega, the man from Spain, minus the S. Accurate. Oh no, it's Bison! We're already fighting against Bison.
Because of course, I have to fight against Bison before I fight against the actual person at the end of my arcade ladder, which is Ryu, because of course it is.
Secret area.
It's good old Lord Bibson. Let's see. Best viewers on. No. No. Fuck you, bots. Fuck you, bots. Fuck you, bots. Chat, please, for the love of God, drown this out so that way we don't gotta see this bollocks anymore. Ow.
Oh. 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 Yeah!
And, yeah, I just deleted it because, you know, no one likes bots.
Tiger knee! Yeah!
Round two. Fight.
Tiger uppercut! I got a scar and I'm not afraid to use it on myself.
That doesn't even make any sense to me. What the hell does that even... What the hell does that even mean? Every character should have a unique throw to them based on their costume. That would be interesting. Though it would also really fuck up the balance of certain costumes in these games because we don't want a case like in fucking Mortal Kombat 9 where for some reason if you play as Human Sector or Human Cyrax in that game, some of their moves have completely different things.
It's over. You and I will never share the same path again.
That's kind of weird to say in the Alpha timeline, Sagat. I know this is for future you, but that's still kind of fucking weird. unique throw to them.
Australia.
That would actually be kind of a nightmare to balance properly because... Jesus Lord. Also, Ryu with the old brown hair. When he looked a little... When his hair looked more shonen. Vegas's claws be ripped off, smacked with a few times before being kicked, punched, smacked away. That'd be something. That would be quite the experience, and I know some people would love to do that, but, yeah, some people just are like, nah. That just reminds me a little bit of, how Sonic the Fighters did something with, where there's like a grab move where some characters can just grab Fang's gun and just shoot him with it. It's great. That shit was friggin' funny as hell. I think one of the other ones was, I think Espio had his tongue grabbed and they just, you know, and he just got pulled by his tongue or something. Those were fun. If anything, I expect the Sega AM2 guys for Virtua Fighters. Like, if they decide to make a different game other than Virtua Fighter, they may do something fun like that. You know, if that new Virtua Fighter sells well. Please, for the love of God, let that new Virtua Fighter sell well, because I want a new 3D fighting game that's not Tekken, god damn it! Look, I love Tekken. There's nothing wrong with Tekken. Works with Amy with her hammer, Espio with his tongue, Fang with his gun, and Beam with his explosives. Yeah, that checks out. One day we'll get something new with that stuff, but it's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be a bit. Cannon! Shove bombs down his throat and win. That's a way to put it.
You win.
But also, yeah, Sagat just beat Ryu, but did he really?
I know the path you walk, but now I stand in your way.
Alright, what is our lore from the alpha games we're getting? The scar burns on his chest as the king stands in disgrace. Evil whispers tempt a once honorable man. Come join me, Sagat.
Thank you for
So yeah, that's just the explanation to how, you know, Sagat was tempted by Bison to join Shadaloo. But now we gotta go, and it worked, I see. Yeah, unfortunately he joined Shadaloo as part of the Four Kings for all of, Street Fighter 2, basically. It worked for all of that. Now we're using the proper nostalgia outfit for Sagat.
Dare you challenge the king?
Now we're using proper nostalgia Sagat for Street Fighter 2. I wish. He probably doesn't really need to go to the moon, but what a decision that would be. Oh boy. For now, we just gotta go through the OG World Warrior Tournament where Sagat, you know, was part of the Shadaloo Kings and, well, has to go against it. And it happens in Ashura's Wrath, and that fight was fun. Yeah, true. Well, that was with Ryu and Akuma. I know Sagat's stage was represented in Ashura's Wrath, so that was cool when they did that. In that one, like, Street Fighter DLC they did for Ashura's Wrath. Because they knew. They knew that statue was really cool and, well, it fits to fight amongst while fighting against people who are from that same frickin', you know, mythology. So, yeah, it makes sense that you do that.
Tiger uppercut!
Yeah. I just... If we get a new Marvel vs. Capcom game, let Ashura be one of the new characters. It feels like he's made for Marvel vs. Capcom. But if you want Ashura in Marvel vs. Capcom, there are mods for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 that happen.
Only those who hone their...
Okay, that one's already been said. Alright, let's go up against Blanca. Ashura versus the Hulk. Man, that would be sick! Game of ping pong, anyone? Constantly punching each other around the planet. That would be something. Man, I know that Marvel Tokon's a thing, and that's Arc System Works doing a Marvel game, and that game looks great. But man, wouldn't it be kind of awesome if I could just... It would be kind of awesome if we could still get that Marvel vs. Capcom game. But, you know, I think we're in the timeline where I think Capcom vs. SNK 3 is going to happen instead, because, well... Just the way that Capcom and SNK have been, you know, doing stuff for... Like, the way Capcom versus SNK has been... Like, Capcom and SNK have been doing things, it feels like it's gonna happen. But man, Ashura versus the Hulk would be some hype shit if they did that. Again, Marvel versus Capcom, whenever that is, but yeah. We'll just worry about Capcom versus SNK 3 because... Like I said, I really want that game to happen. And due to the guest appearances in Street Fighter 6 and City of the Wolves when Ken and Chun-Li come out for that game, God, I can't wait for those characters to come out in City of the Wolves.
Break it apart!
I do love some of these extra endings they come up with on some stages where if you do a big attack, they just get knocked into a part of the stage. It's kind of nifty.
You think your claws and fangs can threaten the king? Ha! You're like a little kitten.
You gotta love unique dialogue for all your opponents. Alright, time to go to Russia. It's time to go to Russia and fight the Zangief.
It's Red Cyclone time!
Round one. Fight.
Also, just putting it out there, this version of Zangief's theme in Street Fighter V is probably one of the greatest versions of his theme ever. If you have not listened to Zangief's theme in Street Fighter V, do yourself a favor and look it up. It's fantastic.
Round two. Fight.
And it stays on until you smack him. It's great. That is a cool environmental detail I do love about, you know, those special, like, those special, you know, defeats that you give the opponents. It's great. I was gonna say, what the heck was on his head? It's one of those, like, small doll things that you buy that have, like, those little, that have, like, smaller figures inside of them kind of things. And then you can knock him into a snowman.
Work less on your muscles and more on your heart. With a heart of steel, you can't be kept down.
Words of wisdom from Sagat. Not gonna lie, that's actually good.
Tiger Raid! Tiger Raid! Tiger Raid! Tiger Raid!
Hello, Matt. Welcome.
We are here to finally see what else is going on to finish off the history.
Because, well, that's what happens when you have multiple arcade modes in one game.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us, Dr. Toxic Leet. Thank you for the follow. That is awesome. Yellow. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the chat and hope everything is going well. Yes, welcome, welcome. It's glad to have some more people join us. It's fantastic. Currently, we're just going through Sagat's history in Street Fighter V with his multiple arcade modes that are meant to just kind of show off the history of how far we've come in this franchise. Just wanted to pop and see what's good. Thank you so much, and really do hope you stick around for more streams at some point, because always glad to have more audience members for the good times up ahead. This is going to be the last of Sagat's history stuff we'll be focusing on until around August. Because, well, once August pops around, that's when Sagat comes out in Street Fighter 6. And I will definitely be streaming all of his new stuff in Street Fighter 6 when he comes out, and seeing my first reactions to everything, because, man, I want to do that so bad for Sagat. But we gotta wait for August. But, we'll talk about stuff but we'll talk about what's next for my streaming stuff after we're done with all of Sagat's history.
And that is how that... I know the path you walk, but now I stand in your way.
And now it's time for the other thing that stands in our way. Barrels! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Because now we must do what all Street Fighters must do. And that's not breaking a car, it's breaking barrels!
Never been a fan of Street Fighter? Fair enough. It's not a series that everyone gets into, but I think it's a series more of a Double Dragon River City fan. That's more beat 'em up than fighting game, but fair enough. Playing fun and monkey barrel game. Yeah, it's playing fun and monkey barrel game. Those are beat 'em ups more so than, you know, fighting games. Those are more comparable to something like Final Fight and Streets of Rage, but yeah, we broke the barrels, and now we have to fight against the Balrog. I think a better comparison, if you're looking for, like, fighting games, would be, like, Tekken, Soul Calibur, Mortal Kombat, Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, stuff like that. More or less is what we're talking about. Though beat-em-ups are kind of a cousin to it all. Forgot to shut off caps. Oops. As I remember it being called side-scrolling beat-em-ups. Any thoughts on the Switch 2? Don't own it yet. I can't really say any opinions because I'm waiting a while, and I'm just letting everything else blow over before I say anything, because, not gonna lie, it's a lot, and I don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about stuff I like and actually have opinions on, so, yeah. Ah! And already we're off to a fantastic start that, Balrog is gonna get me shit. Fuck you! Because fuck you! Fuck me! Fuck you! This reminds me of Clubber Lang. Yeah, I can kind of... Well, I mean, to be fair here, Balrog is basically based off of Mike Tyson, so it makes sense. I mean, his Japanese name was Mike Bison, so yeah, it makes sense to be reminded of that. Yeah, because, once again, to repeat the usual spiel, Vega, Balrog, and M. Bison all had their names switched around, so if you ever hear them in a tournament, I also started having a minor obsession with Punch-Out. Fuck yeah, we always love ourselves some good Punch-Out. Punch-Out's a fun series. That is a fun series. I suck at it, but it's a really fun series. Punch-Out stream when is the question I should be asking myself. Maybe I'll do the Punch-Out games as like an idea one of these days, if I feel like it. That's an idea to possibly.
You disgust me, but it takes guts to face the king. I'll give you that, but only that.
Jesus, Sagat, you're judgy. Oh, man. Okay. Which one? The two arcade Punch-Outs? The answer is yes. Because if there's one thing I love doing is just playing lots of games of the same franchise because I'm crazy. But that also requires me to make sure I get Wii Punch-Out again, and because... Details for late. Details for another day. Let's give Vega a punch to the face. A punch to the face!
Round one. Fight.
Oh! Oh! No. I'm not dealing with this right now.
Vega, the unlikable wine addict. Actually, maybe he's into... He probably is the guy who's into wine, probably. Then again, this is the same guy who literally decided, I could kill Cammy White right now, but you know what? She's beautiful. I don't want beauty to be stained like that. And so I let her live. You know, like the vain motherfucker he is. Because if there's one thing we all should remember about Vega, he is one vain asshole. Like, that is a man who loves his vanity so much that you may as well just wonder what else is new. Vega casually confirming he's a simp for Cammy. I mean, to be fair here, he'd probably marry it. I mean, to be fair here, you say that, and yet Bison is the one who, before they retconned this into being that Cammy was a clone and also mind controlled and shit. She basically just, was formerly in a relationship with Bison, which, is creepy as shit and also just makes you kind of feel really bad for Cammy. Having two Nintendo DS's is fun. Neat. Alright, Sagat has to do the one thing we always have to remember, which is fighting himself. Because I just can't fucking escape this weird running theme of Sagat fighting himself in all of these godforsaken games. What the fuck? Seriously, why does this keep happening?
Why does this keep happening to me? Why does this keep happening to me? Why do I have to keep fighting myself?
Because yes. that is the proper way to say yes.
Ow. 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 Because she's an ugly bitch. There, I said it. Ugly!
If anyone gets where that's from, thank you. I love me some anime references like that. It's fun.
Ow. Bitch. Bitch. Why did my reflection step out of the mirror?
True. Let's see here.
I don't like this man. He's an asshole. He wears his underwear backwards. He has eyeballs for testicles.
That's a way to put it. Sure. That is a way to put it.
No one can defeat me, not even myself.
Sure, Sagat. Sure. My comedy is the best here. That is a way to put it. Sure, let's just... God damn it. Alright, almighty Bibson.
Fear the mighty Bison.
It also doesn't help that I had to remind myself that he does say this is delicious in the actual Street Fighter V story mode. Like, no joke. I cannot believe they actually let Bison say this is delicious in an official fucking Street Fighter game. Like, I genuinely could not be fucking happier when I heard that. Like, the Street Fighter V story mode is not good. Well, the Shadow Fall story mode is... It's not great. I'll just say that bluntly. But man, the fact that they did that and the fact that Rashid... Can I admit that Bison's grin in his mugshot looks like he's on something? I mean, he's on something. It's called Psycho Power.
I'm on something. It's called Psycho Power.
Doesn't help that for some reason back in the alpha games, for some reason they made Shadaloo into drug dealers because of this very simple thing called the war on drugs, everybody.
Sagat, I snorted a whole suitcase of crack and I'm feeling the effects! This is why, and that's why I don't have you visit Thailand very often, Sagat. Sagat. Bison. Fuck! Ugh. I don't like the way you're looking at me. Oh. Kneel before my psycho power. Oh.
At least Bison has no healing moves. Hi, Elena. How are you doing? Alright. We have defeated Bison. But unfortunately, I didn't lose a single round going up to Bison, so now we have another fight that I just unlocked against fucking Shin Akuma. Yeah, oh boy, oh fantastic indeed. Because, yeah, Shin Akuma is an asshole to fight against. I am probably going to lose. Well, wish me luck on hoping I don't die. Oh, excuse me. Hey, Akuma, can we put this fight aside and go get food? No. I mean, the Mike Tyson of this game, that's Balrog from earlier. Oh, like, oh, Mike Tyson from Punch-Out. Kinda? I don't know. I don't know if that... I guess if we're going by the Punch-Out idea, sure, he's the final boss. Well, he's not really a final boss. He's a secret fight. He's a secret fight you unlock, and, as you can tell, Shin Akuma is a little bit much at points. I am not good at fighting Shin Akuma, and I never will be. So, if I don't win against this, don't worry. I don't get a game over. I just get to move on with my life with the feeling of shame that now people on the internet know that I suck. Wait, we already knew I suck. Fuck!
I am the one true master of the fist.
Good to know, Akuma.
Sit your bitch-ass down, Sagat.
Alright, here it is.
Ryu, stand before me once again. Stand before me again once you have become stronger.
Sagat must also rediscover what it means to be a fighter. For that purpose, he leaves Shadaloo behind him. Oh, right, by the way, it's still kind of funny that we're seeing Sagat in a wife beater. It's kind of amazing. I love that they reference both his Alpha 2 ending with that stuff in the bottom left, but they reference his Super Turbo ending here on the right. And also that's what she said. Yes, Akuma is the true master of the fist. Again, that is a feeling right there.
Sit your bitch-ass down, Sagat. I say, die 1,000 deaths!
Except, man. Alright. But yeah, Sagat left Shadaloo, and, well, chronologically, we go to Street Fighter 4 next, because, like I said, he's not in Street Fighter 3, and, well, Street Fighter 3 takes place last in the timeline until Street Fighter 6 happens, because timeline confusion. I love being chronologically confused. But yeah, now that we're done with being out of... But now that we're out of Shadowloo, let's do something... Let's get silly. By, instead of wearing some of the normal outfits Sagat has, we're wearing an outfit based on a character from Cyberbots. Yeah, no joke. For anyone who doesn't know, for anyone who does not know, Street Fighter V has a lot of costumes based on characters from other Capcom games. And literally, this character is based off of Shade. Poison from Final Fight basically made it over as a playable character in the Street Fighter games, starting from Street Fighter 4, Ultra Street Fighter 4, and Street Fighter Cross Tekken. And then she became a playable character in this game, in Season 4 of the DLC. So, yeah. But yeah, so the character that Sagat is referencing here, first character to appear from Final Fight? No, actually, that would be Guy in Street Fighter Alpha. In fact, a lot of characters from Final Fight are in Street Fighter games, like Guy and Cody are in the Alpha games. Hugo was in Street Fighter 3. Poison would obviously be added in Street Fighter Cross Tekken and Ultra Street Fighter 4, and then this game would bring us, Guy's Master Zeku, Lucia from one of the later Final Fight games, Abigail's here too. Let's see, Mike Hagar was in a new Punch-Out game, Mr. Sandman would not exist. I don't know if he'd be into boxing. I feel Hagar's obviously more of a wrestler than he is, a boxer. If anything, I know there are other characters that could be boxers, and yeah, so the character that Sagat is here is Shade from the game Cyberbots.
Your fighting is all show and no substance.
Way to be an asshole there, Sagat. To be fair, Masked Muscle is clearly a wrestler in a boxing ring, so what else would be new for the WVBA? True. That is indeed the case. Also, yes, Jody Han is here. Because Street Fighter 4 was her first appearance, I had to fight her during the Street Fighter 4 arcade ladder. But yeah, I just thought that the Shade costume, because Cyberbots is a very underrated gem of a fighting game. It's simple, but it's interesting, and hey, just seeing Ken Masters appears in City of the Wolves. Correct. He is going to be in City of the Wolves at some point. I don't know if he's going to... I can't remember if he's next in line for the DLC in City of the Wolves, or if it's Chun-Li next, or for all I know, maybe it's... Maybe for all I know, it's Mr. Big. Or is Mr. Big going in last? I can't fucking remember. I just know Joe is also going to be in at some point. His VA is David Matrenga. Yes, because he's reprising his role from Street Fighter 6. We'll talk more about that when we get to Street Fighter 6, because, yeah. But, yeah. But yeah, currently, yeah, with the whole Sagat thing, yeah. But yeah, with Sagat's whole thing, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Did they just, announce Ken's gonna be next in Street Fighter 6? Not Street Fighter 6, City of the Wolves. Did they already, release a trailer for Ken? Because I know he's in it. I just didn't think they were announcing, the trailer already, because, damn! God, did they already friggin' announce? Oh, fuck. Oh. Wow!
Enough whining. Face your own weakness.
Okay, that's awesome. I should probably check out that trailer later once I get a chance to. Yo, Spade, send that in my server if you can. I would really appreciate it if you sent that in the video game chat in my server, because I need to check that shit out. I need to check that shit out once the stream's done. Alright, it's Guile time. It's time to deal with Gile Air Force, in the words of Ray Chase. As a joke name for him. Good old Guile Air Force. It's Flat Earth Hair Man. Jesus. Or as we call him, Brush Top.
Round one.
Because, yeah, Guile and his glorious, you know, head of hair that makes you realize, wow, that is a hair. Flat top, brush head, just... There are so many silly names you can say against Guile's hair, and everyone knows Guile's haircut is quite the ridiculous thing. And it's fitting that in this game, and since I mentioned Katana Sliced Haircut Guy... It's funny I mentioned, because earlier I mentioned Mike McFarlane, the voice of Jean Havoc from Full Metal Alchemist, and Master Roshi and Yajirobe in Dragon Ball Z is in this as Nash, and he's, you know, Guile's friend. And Guile in this game and in Street Fighter 4 was played by Travis Willingham, who was Roy Mustang in FMA, so yeah. It's kind of interesting how those two, how I can say, yeah, you two have been war buddies in 2 different series, y'all.
Ow. Tiger uppercut!
You win.
What does he say to Guile?
Still wanting to fight? Then stand!
Okay. Ooh, Ibuki. Okay. It's time to go up against Ibuki. It's kind of weird because I fought Ibuki a little bit in SF4, but now we can actually fight her a bit more properly in an arcade mode instead of just randomly picking her during some silly screwing around and stuff. TF2 Soldier B like the Guile.
You're a disgrace to the uniform!
Yeah. Exactly my thoughts. Beautiful.
Round one. Fight.
Begone!
And like that, Ninja Girl Ibuki is finito. Sorry, Ibuki, you lose against the Muay Thai Emperor.
Break you apart! Alright, time to give you an angry charge!
Ibuki looks like she belongs in a Shantae game. Huh. I never thought about that until now, actually. I feel like Rouge from Power Stone probably would also be a case because, well, Capcom did publish the first Shantae game on Game Boy Color, I think. So that's kind of funny in that case. Obviously, they didn't develop it, but they did help publish it.
You'll need more than jumps to surpass the king.
Ibuki skin for Shantae. WayForward actually... Well, no. I know WayForward made the game, obviously. But Capcom published the first game in the Shantae series back in the day. I think it was. Hold on a second here. Yeah, they published the first Shantae game. Risky Revolution is out now. Woo! On the GBA like it was intended to be. Woot! That is a series that I'll probably have to consider as a stream series one of these days. At some point. Like I said, I got ideas, but we'll discuss ideas later. Serious, it's all over the official Shantae Reddit? Yeah. I mean, I already knew that. I saw the announcement for it years ago when they did that. And honestly, glad to see that game getting the official release after all these years. It's kind of crazy. Oh, Sakura, we'll probably see. If you get into Street Fighter 6, yeah, then we'll definitely do a thing where I play in all her appearances. Helps that she has a few more appearances in other crossovers than Sagat does. Still remember when a bunch of games in 2020 got released capable of running on the Mega Drive and Genesis. Fuck yeah, that was cool when they did that. I was so glad to see a bunch of those games getting, like, officially released like that. That was really sick when they did that.
Ow. 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 You run into me, Tiger Rampage!
Level of skill to make that possible was something else. Fuck yeah. It's actually kind of similar to how a lot of people get some old Thomas Wave games from the arcade days to run on Dreamcast because it's basically just it works on Dreamcast.
Refine your techniques and seek your own path.
Words of wisdom from Sagat. Alright, it's time to go up against the Sumo, Honda. Alright, Sumo time. Yeah. Oh, Ken and Fatal Fury comes with Ryu stage the temple. That's cool. That's really cool, actually. I assume they wanted something a bit more unique than just the pure stage from Street Fighter 2 that Ken's commonly associated with. Since they're like, people forget they did train there under Goken. True. I mean, yeah. To be fair here, that makes sense, and if anything, it makes me wonder if that's going to be symbolic to anything, like Ken's got to get his groove back by, going to his old master's place and using that as a chance to train himself back where he used to be, to get himself back in the groove of things after going through all the bollocks he's been going through in Street Fighter 6, which, poor Ken. Like, just poor fucking Ken, man. He really has been going through the ringer in Street Fighter 6. Just, we'll talk more about that at some other point. God, now I actually am curious if I should just do... I don't want to do it too soon because I already played most of these games already. I don't think I need to play Street Fighter again, all as... Snorlax hits harder than E-Honda. I mean, if anything, it just means that, if anything, I feel like the better comparison for Honda is more Hariyama because Sumo. But also, to be fair here, that's just kind of what happens when, I prefer to look at it more from a perspective of, ooh, Honda would have a Snorlax as one of his Pokemon alongside Hariyama.
Where is your fighter spirit? Show me your leave now!
Do I fight myself again, Chad, or do I fight against Dalsum? I actually don't know which one to pick for this one. Oh my god. Okay. I'll go fight Dalsum, because we've seen what his win quote against himself is. Well, every time you've always fought him. True. But it's like, I just can't get over that Sagat is always somehow fighting himself. Somehow. Like, why does this keep happening? And it doesn't help that I know what's gonna happen later, so, stay tuned, folks. That and also, yeah, we haven't fought Dalsum yet. Let's fight against... This is what I call the Jekyll and Hyde effect. Kind of, yeah. Oh my god.
Round 1.
Alright.
Dalsum, the perfect yoga teacher. I mean, this dude literally uses yoga and fires because he's got the power of Agni on his side.
I have the power of Agni and yoga on my side.
The power of Agni and yoga is what truly gives you fire powers.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Tiger knee! Alright.
Alright. Wait, I'm not playing as Ryu. But yeah, I don't think I'll be doing a Ken Legacy anytime soon. If anything, I may actually want to save an idea that I may consider where when Chun-Li comes out for Fatal Fury, maybe I'll do a Legacy for her and go through her appearances, because there are a few interesting games with Chun-Li I'd like to try out with her appearances. We'll see if I feel like, we'll see what I feel like doing, because I'm not good as Chun-Li in most of these games, so, we'll figure it out. Who knows? Who knows what my stream series will bring? Actually, I know exactly what I'm doing with my stream series, because I'm that guy. I am that guy who is thinking constantly. But like I said, we'll talk more about the next idea once this is done.
I don't look to the gods for meaning in battle. Being king is meaning enough.
Ah, the good old-fashioned
What is a god to a non-believer
mindset. Don't we all just love that? And of course, because Sagat has to fight Ryu in his final stage, he doesn't fight Seth for some reason. I'll talk more about that. I'll do something with that later, because after last week, I'm like, screw it, I'll just use that as the excuse. But for now, we have to fight against the man.
A promise is a promise. Sagat, why are you suddenly a robot? Don't ask, it's called cosplay.
This is the path.
If anything, that Mega Man costume you have, do that.
Ryu Hayabusa. That's Dead or Alive you're thinking of. Totally not from Ninja Gaiden. Yes, like I said, that's a Dead or Alive joke that's probably better to make there because, well, Ryu Hayabusa is in Dead or Alive because of frickin' Tecmo. So, yeah, wait till we get to, I don't know, something Dead or Alive related. I don't play enough Dead or Alive, and, well, I don't think Tecmo wants to do something new with Dead or Alive, but they're doing a lot new with Ninja Gaiden, so you know what? Good on that. I'm actually happy to see Ninja Gaiden's making a comeback. I'm glad to see that, honestly. It's been great seeing Ninja Gaiden making a comeback over recent years.
Tiger uppercut!
And that is how Sagat got his groove back. Alright. What does the SF4 ending give us for our Eye Patch Man? For Mr. Eye Patch McCornflakes. And that is how Sagat committed tax fraud. The meaning of the fight has slowly started to change for Sagat. What does the mighty king see before his eye? Well, that's where we get to today with Street Fighter V's whole deal. Because, like I said, we're going to do his 5 arcade mode, and then we're going to do his story mode to see where Sagat is currently in the timeline as of this game before Street Fighter 6.
Street Fighter 5.
Because, yeah, Sagat's history has been an interesting thing to see. Going from just some asshole big guy who wants revenge on Ryu to being an honorable king. That's what we call character development, kids. It's a very important thing, and also, yes, the roster for Street Fighter V is huge! And now we're going to his new default outfit, which is kind of appropriate considering where he is now in Street Fighter 6. Where he's got, like, the tattered, you know, like, the tattered cloak thing. What is this Smash Bros. BS? It's just that a lot of characters were introduced in this game, like Manat here. Which, she's Rose's student and is also a very complex character to play in this game, and is voiced by Erica Lindbeck. So that's fun.
Round 1.
Thanks, Futaba, / God, how many characters? God, man, just Erica Lindbeck plays so many fucking characters I'm familiar with, it's not even funny. So, I'm not even gonna bother listing all of them. I'm just gonna let you use an IMDb or Behind the Voice Actor search to, look it up yourselves. Because I really just think, because Erica Lindbeck is a great actor, and that is all I need to say. I love that so much, where if you knock someone to the side, they do the fucking yoga pose there. She fell sideways. Beautiful. Friggin' beautiful.
Alright. Rampage!
You win.
I do love Sagat's new fit in this game in SF6, though. I do love the tattered look to stuff.
I don't care for predictions. A king is prepared for anything.
Sure. We'll see how that goes when you come out in August, because, God, I can't wait for Sagat to come out. Like, I am actually really excited for Sagat to come out in Street Fighter 6, because he is looking amazing in that game, and considering what I know about him from a gameplay standpoint, I'm just thinking I can't wait to finally play as Sagat in a game that's, you know, got some really good mechanic stuff with the drive system. I think Sagat's going to be really fun in Street Fighter 6. I'm hoping to have a lot of fun with him because I love Terry and I love Ken, but I know for a fact that I have been waiting for Sagat to show up so my proper main can come back. Because, yeah, Sagat is my main in these games, as I've explained multiple times throughout this stream series. And the fact that he's coming to Street Fighter 6 in a way that I'm really looking forward to, and I love the trailer they did for him. It was so cool. And they did such a good job showing just how freaking tall Sagat is. Because, man, they made sure that Sagat was a tall-ass motherfucker.
I'm trying to get my V skill up. My V trigger. Oh, damn it. Tiger knee!
Sorry, Charlie, you're dead.
You win.
I know his name says Nash, but Charlie Nash is his full name. Alright. Ooh, hey, Lucia, we were just talking about you earlier. There's another Final Fight character we can talk about. From good old New York and just kicking fireballs at people. Like, I love how she's just there, like, how she was brought in because Yoshinori Ono is a huge Final Fight fan, and he really wanted to add in some characters from that series. Which is why Lucia is here, and not Maki or Hagar. I don't know. It's kind of funky. And I'm happy Lucia's here. Lucia's cool. I just wish I played as her more often. One day. One day I'll figure it out. One of these days. Hey, Abigail's in the background, and so is the Andores and Sodom. That's cool. Ow. Not bad.
Tiger uppercut!
Oh, hey, Belger's there too, in his wheelchair. That's awesome. Oh, hey, there's actually a lot of... There's a lot of Final Fight cameos in this background. That's cool. Good old Metro City. Megamind would hate this place. True. Good old Metro City.
You win.
Wonder if we'll get a chance to fight him in this arcade mode.
Your resolve is weak. Your moves are all weak.
Damn. Damn, no need to be an asshole about it, Sagat. Jesus, you are really big on that one. Alright, time to fight against the man who taught Ryu some new stuff going into Street Fighter 6 and 3, Oro. The dude who's so strong he needs to tie one hand behind his back in Street Fighter 3, but in this version he doesn't tie his hand behind his back. He's carrying around a little turtle. Because Oro is technically super strong. Like, he is actually kind of insane of how strong he is. He's basically kind of like the Yoda of Street Fighter. He's like this. He's super old and he's got all of this stuff to him, but he's also like super powerful and is like super well versed in a lot of things that people wouldn't think he is. Because, well, would you think that this guy is like super strong by just looking at him? Oh, and he can also juggle you like that. Jesus.
Round 2.
Yeah, baby. Tiger uppercut.
Oh. Fucking juggling. God, Oro is crazy, man. Oro is crazy. I love Oro, but man, he is a crazy motherfucker. Also, this motherfucker just brought out a bunch of other things to just throw at me. He can just do all that shit because Oro is crazy. Did I get it? Yes, I got it! I love that stage out. It's so cool. Just being tossed by elephants.
Know your place, old man. Did you really think you could beat me?
Uh-huh. Out of my kingdom, Oro. Okay, let's see out. Right, I need to head off now, dude. Thanks for the stream, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe, Spage, and hope you sleep well, dude. Alright. Let's go and kill some more bitches. And we gotta put Dan back in his place again because Dan is just forever and always going to be the easiest one to kick around. Yeah. That's me. I got revenge for my father and now I don't have vengeance in my heart anymore, Sagat. But I still wanna punch you in the face.
Alright, I'll punch you too. Ow.
Ow.
Tiger uppercut.
Woo.
Bitch.
I never get tired of Dan's fucking loose quote. I hate you! Little Mac would be dead yesterday in the Street Fighter universe. I wouldn't say he'd be dead. I think he'd actually do it decently in some areas, because not everyone is, you know, firing projectiles and shit. I think Mac could possibly hold his own in some areas. But that's a whole other deal.
And punch to the head.
I hate you!
You win.
Jesus Christ. Alrighty then. Alright. More barrel breaking! Who's throwing barrels? Donkey Kong? I think they're just coming out here. It would be funny if Donkey Kong was the one throwing them, but I think that's more like a joke with the old barrel-breaking game from the EX games more than anything, because, well, the EX games kind of have some funky, basically have like a funky thing where since they have somewhat primitive 3D graphics in places, they actually have like a mode where you do like barrel breaking, but it kind of looks really funky seeing all that, and I am not getting this mini game. That sucked, unfortunately.
We suck.
Ah, Rashid.
UAE. Round one. Fight.
It's Rashid, aka a really cool newcomer from this game, and is also the main character of Street Fighter V, essentially, for the story mode, and is also just amazing. Been making a lot of Punch-Out references since a lot of the characters remind me of Punch-Out lads like Great Tiger or Mad Clown. I mean, fair enough. I mean, I kind of get that's kind of an easy reference to make since, you know, the first Punch-Out game did come out around the same time as, like, Street Fighter 1, and I think also one of the later versions came out close to when Street Fighter 2 was coming out. And there are some characters that do have a lot of similarities. Actually, wait, no. What you mentioned is kind of funny because originally they were when they were making Street Fighter 2 in the early development stages, they were originally going to come up with a character named Great Tiger, which is really funny because, well, like you said, there's a Punch-Out character named Great Tiger, so...
You win.
The fist of the king can shatter even the wind.
Oh, we're being interrupted. We're being interrupted by another fight coming our way. Who's interrupting us today? Ah, gee. This Abe-looking dude, the president of Earth.
I'll fight this battle. Why? Because it is my duty.
Yeah, that's a whole mystery thing, and G kind of has Talk about disappointing. Not really. G's actually one of the coolest characters in this game because he's got such a unique playstyle compared to everyone else, and he's such a mystery because we don't know who G is. We don't know if he's his own, we don't know if he's just a doomsday profiteer guy who's, you know, he's a doomsday seer because for all we know he's probably talking about Gil, and we also don't know what his whole deal is yet. And we're still not even sure what's going to happen with him just yet. And some people are wondering if he's got relation to the similarly named Q in Street Fighter 3, where he's a big mystery too. Also, G has the power of the Earth on his side, so he literally summons out powers of the Earth with that gold stuff that he keeps bringing up and such out of himself. It's kind of cool. G is genuinely a really cool character, but he's also such a mystery, and people are just kind of weirded out that this dude who basically is who's literally just this Abe Lincoln impersonator who's just telling people about weird shit happening in the Earth and is a freaking YouTuber. That's not a joke, by the way. He literally has his own YouTube channel where he posts fights that he has, and he literally does all of this against other people. It's crazy. It's kind of great. All we need are more guys that make up the entire English lexicon alphabet. That would be funny.
Not my day.
You win.
I mean, there are some characters that have that. Like, I know there's a character literally named A in another series.
My fights are my own. They belong to the king and no other.
Ooh, Akira from Rival Schools. Sagat and Demoman would probably get along since both men only have one eye. That's funny, but I also, to be fair here, I think Sagat would just be kind of weirded out by how drunk he gets because, well, Sagat is a man who probably don't need no drinking. He's just I'm just imagining that now where it's just like,
Why do you need to drink so much?
if you need to get out of my case for drinking, what's your problem for being all about that scar on your chest? I can't do an accent like Demoman. I can't. I don't play TF2 enough. I just know the memes and the characters. That's all I know about TF2. I am not someone who plays that. I can do a fairly good Demoman. That's good.
Round 2. Fight.
I am honestly happy to see Rival Schools finally making a comeback thanks to that Capcom Fighting Collection 2. And the fact that Akira is in this game was like, that's so cool that they brought her back because she's not who you'd expect they'd bring in for a Street Fighter thing. If you're getting on me case about my drinking problem, why don't you shut your lips about and worry about that scar across your friggin' chest, eh? There we go.
You win.
You may be the top dog in your circle, but in the eyes of an emperor, you're nothing but a peasant.
There you go, that's a better demo, man. Yeah, that's true. Bless me.
Secret area.
Ugh. Bless me again. Ugh. Alright, it's Ed. Boy, oh boy, Ed. I am so glad you got an upgrade in Street Fighter 6, because, man, you are funky in this game.
5 seconds. 4 3 2 1 fight.
1 Fight! 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 1 Ugh. The power of psycho power boxing, because that's basically Ed's whole deal. He was taught to box by Balrog, and he basically has psycho powers because he's experimented on, and basically was going to be a spare body for Bison before Balrog found him and is like,
Well, better start racing the kid, and then I'm just gonna make him a better boxer out of this.
and that's how Ed became a thing. Also funny, Ed looks insanely British or French, one of the two. He's actually neither. He's actually neither British nor French. I think he's actually... The funny thing is that his nationality was listed somewhere, but I completely forget what his nationality is. But it's clearly not there because, like we said, experimented on by Bison.
You win.
Let's see.
Why emulate that fool of a man? Stand on your own 2 feet.
I mean, fair. Hey, Kage. Evil Ryu, but not really. Okay, so I did look it up here, and apparently Ed is supposed to has some parts of his heritage being from Germany. That's a choice.
Secret area.
Yeah, we gotta fight Evil Ryu's, like, basically, since Ryu no longer has the Satsui no Hado in him anymore, Kage here is essentially a representation of the Satsui no Hado / Evil Ryu that was given some physical manifestation. And funnily enough, in Kage's story mode, friggin' Sagat and Akuma actually do fight Kage, and basically and pretty much Akuma is just doesn't care about Kage, and Sagat is... Well, we'll get to that later. But Ryu basically just tells him, yeah, not really gonna care about you. You're not a part of me anymore. And, well, Kage's been dispelled, and no Satsui no Hado ridiculousness has been able to do that. I managed to beat Half-Life 2 a while back. It was interesting to say the least. Good times. Half-Life 2 is an interesting game. Wish I was better at those kinds of games, but, it's good stuff.
Round 2. Fight.
And dead.
Well, at least I did. Well, at least I accidentally did the part where Sagat fights Kage, so I don't have to do Kage's story mode to explain that shit.
It will take more than it will take more than you to break the will of a king.
And of course, because Sagat is a very one-track mind, he has to fight Ryu. And that's how we do it. The eternal rivalry of Sagat and Ryu. And that is how we are finishing off this arcade mode for some reason in the Lair of the Four Kings. Okay. Capcom always makes the best fighting games in Mega Man games. I wouldn't say they always make the best fighting games. I mean, currently I love Street Fighter 6 out of them, but I think if I were to say my favorite fighting games are kind of coming from Arc System Works, like Guilty Gear is really good. But to be fair here, I play way too many fighting games for my own good because, man, there is a lot of fighting games out there right now. And I can't wait to see what else is going to happen with some of them. Like I said, Virtua Fighter 6 is looking pretty good, and I can't wait to see how that game is going to turn out. Cannot wait for that one. Like, they got the goats from RGG to work on it, and I'm really looking forward to that game. And also, like, Capcom makes a lot of good games. The Ace Attorney series is really good. And obviously, you know, other games they do. Monster Hunter is really fun. Devil May Cry is, you know, some of the best action games I've ever played. Just, Capcom does a lot of good stuff. I love Capcom a lot.
Tiger uppercut. Ow. Shit. Ow.
And like that, Sagat has won. Okay, thanks for disconnecting me from the server there. From the server there, game? Sure. Yeah, I don't know why. It just does that sometimes. It's not a big deal. It's easy to just log back in, and boom. Having overcome the Satsui within and become the true king, Sagat sets his aim even higher. Evil, however, does not loosen its grip so easily.
Thank you for playing.
That's important for later. That's actually important for here in a bit, actually. But, before we continue, though, I actually need to go use the restroom real quick, so we'll be taking a quick intermission to go and take care of that. Yeah. And we're back, because, yeah, quick breaks are necessary sometimes. But yeah, so now we gotta do the character story because at this point, we do need to see where Sagat is currently in his head, because that ending to his arcade mode in Street Fighter, in the Street Fighter V, Fall Bowl is insane. I hate fighting Fall Bowl. Yeah, that's a mode. But let's see where Sagat is in his story mode. With his character story. Where is he right now? The man kept walking. The man kept fighting. Numerous victories, unforgettable defeats. The man turned every battle he fought into his strength. Before long, the man was called king. During each battle, his soul kept searching for who he truly is. Somewhere in Thailand, Sagat's residence. Thank you, Tiger.
I see. My opponent for tonight is you.
Yes, Sagat, your opponent is yourself. Yeah.
Do you think you are worthy enough to call yourself king? Don't be so arrogant.
Yeah, I could not help but laugh when I was replaying this again to refresh my memory, and I'm like, oh my god, Sagat does fight himself in his story mode. Oh my god. And thus, Sagat is just fighting himself again.
Faker, I think you're the fake Sagat around here. You're not even good enough to call yourself my fake.
Enemy from within. I see. I guess there's something troubling me within my mind.
Yeah, Sagat is still going through that existential crisis.
Don't worry, Willemayu. There's no one who can defeat me.
That's how you pronounce it, by the way.
Not even a shadow of myself.
That Joe Tiger, Sagat.
What is this overwhelming feeling? Can't be. Is this Satsui?
Congratulations on that one, Dr. Toxic.
I have never experienced.
But yeah, Sagat is currently suffering from, he's worrying that the Satsui no Hado might be inside him.
It's Namapoon, Master Sagat.
Also, hi, Jeremy Lee.
Your meal.
Hi, Jeremy Lee. How are you doing as this random side character?
Kill them. Kill them.
Master Sagat? Is there something wrong? Master Sagat, are you alright? Kill them. Kill them. Kill them.
Why is this Satsui no Hado? How pathetic that I would fear the shadow of a child. I won't accept a power like this. I'll never accept it.
Master Sagat? Are you alright?
Oh god.
Yes, Nawapun. I'm all right.
I was just having a very bizarre heart attack right now. I'm gonna eat now to help keep myself off of that.
Have a good night, Master Sagat.
Jesus, was he having this freaking existential crisis throughout the rest of his
This
fucking
is the
sunset?
Satsui no Hado. This is what the man has been fighting with.
We now must go somewhere else.
Now I understand what you were fighting with.
Sagat finally realizes,
Huh, so that's what he's been dealing with.
And what you were
Jesus.
seeking. And now I understand what I am seeking.
and like that, Sagat must now go face... I guess he's fighting Ryu in his mind, I think? I think that's the implication, is that he's fighting Ryu within his mind? Yeah, that'll do it. Sagat fought the inner workings of his mind palace to beat up Ryu again. The man will keep walking. And the man will keep fighting. He aims for loftier goals, worthy of the name of the King.
Now that I have the power, this is my finest hour. Nothing in this world can stop me now.
I swear, if people get that joke, thank you. I'm in good company. So yeah, that's how that goes.
Great match.
And now for Sagat to go and fight against a bunch of random people online because screw it. I know that like the whole thing about Street Fighter V's online is that it's not great, but man, I may as well just do some online matches before finishing off with a little bit of a self-indulgent run through with the random parts of the extra bosses and other characters that I want to show off. All right, we're fighting a Ken player in a tracksuit. If he was trying to replace Little Mac. He'd have to wear the pink tracksuit for that one. But yeah, time to see how bad I suck at this game against the people who probably have been playing less than me on this game. Huh.
Your words are not needed.
Round one.
Alright, let's go.
Ow. Oh, lordy.
Like I said, playing this game with, you know, other people who are way more talented at this game than I am, it just shows how much I still have in the words of Street Fighter 1, you've got a lot to learn before you beat me. Try again, kid. Hey, 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 hey.
Whoa! Oh, no! Let's go! Let's fucking go, baby! Revenged!
Jesus.
Booyah! Hell yeah, critical art, baby! Tiger Rampage! Online Rampage! Let's go!
You win.
I know Kung Fu. Hell yeah, I got a trophy out of this too. Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Okay.
Round one.
I guess this... Well, time for us to do another rematch. Run that back.
Ow. Ow. What? Booyah! V-trigger kick!
Round two. Fight.
Oh, shit. Fuck you! Rampage! Hell yeah!
Let's go! Let's fucking go!
You win.
Hey, I reached level 9 with Sagat. Fuck yeah. Online level going up, baby!
You are dead. Not big surprise.
Accurate. Oh, let's see what else Ranked can give us with Sagat today. Alright, let's see what we can do here with this next part. Personally discovered that... Yeah, I've heard some stuff about that too, actually. I've heard good things about that game. Wonder if I should try it out one of these days. Maybe one of these days I'll figure it out. Another day, another time, one of these days. I don't know, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing I'll figure out another day. That is a story for another day. Okay, what else? God, I love this remix of Sakura's theme. It's so chill. It's a nice theme to chill with. I like it. Okay, stay safe, Dr. Toxic. Okay, what else we got here? Okay, let's see. Ah, yes. The usual struggles of being in an online game. The waiting game. Ugh, man. Well, with all that said, I did my... I mean, that was a cool ranked match, though. I'm actually kind of happy I did that. That was cool. But now let's go and face off some other minor characters in this mode just to kind of, you know, see how that goes against some higher level computers for a bit, because fuck it. There are some characters in this game I just kind of feel like fighting against and having some explanation with. Also, is there like any stages I haven't seen yet, actually? Oh, right, this one stage. Okay, yeah, let's go with the nostalgia outfit. You know what? Let's fight Gil just so I can say I fight this asshole, because, man, do I have a lot of pain against you, Gil. Because, yeah, since, obviously, you know, Saga wasn't in Street Fighter 3, he never fought Gil. So now I'm just like, fuck it, let's fight Gil here, because I want to give Gil some problems.
Your words are not needed.
Harmony. That is the truth of what you must seek.
Clearly the subtitles didn't match up with what Gil said. What the fuck? Also, Gil's an asshole. I hate fighting Gil. Like, at least it's not Boss Gil, but man. Gil is such a dick in this game. Fucking Gil, man.
It is round 2.
Just, man, Gil is an asshole in this game. God, I freaking hate fighting Gil so much. Die. Like, he's a fun villain in some areas, but he's also just such an asshole to fight against in almost all of his appearances. If you know how to use him, Jesus Christ, you are a better man than I, because Jesus Christ. Oh, shit. God damn, Gil. Oh my god. Even when he's in the normal playable form, Gil's still an asshole to fight against. Oh my god. There are heights that mortal men can never hope to achieve. That's what it means to be Emperor. Good to know, Gil. I'm gonna try and actually beat you this time, because, man, do I really, really want to punch Gil in the face.
No.
Die. Because we always need Liam O'Brien being a dude like Gil, just spouting off his pseudo-philosophical nonsense. I should get back into Contra someday. Contra's a fun series, yeah. Oh god damn it, no!
Time to return to harmony. Seraphic wing!
Yeah, no thanks, Gil. Oh god damn it.
It is final round. Fight.
Because of course we always need some Liam O'Brien being that guy, where he's just voicing this kind of guy. Die! It's such an interesting experience, and allow me to say many things all at once. Die! Should I get going now? This was a fun stream. I may come back later to see another one. Yeah, I'll be streaming at some point. I'll let some I'll basically be posting a VOD about this, and I'll explain what's going on next time I do this.
You call yourself an emperor? You aren't deserving of that title.
Yeah, 'cause screw you, Gil, you dickhead. Ugh. Part of me is thankful I didn't go through Street Fighter 3 for this, because, man, Gil gives me all the reasons to hate fighting against him. Stay safe. Alright, what else? Other stages have not shown off.
English manner.
So we fought Gil, and now I gotta go up against... You know what, I might as well go up against the other final boss character that was given a new thing. Fucking Seth, man. I love how they just decided for Seth. They're just like, we have your normal old version of yourself that's, you know, like your old super buff body, but then you just suddenly became this new form of yourself, which, you know, makes you look, you know, way different and way cooler. Just, I fucking love the new look that they gave Seth with just this energy of just being super... they just made Seth just into something way cooler, and I kind of love the theme, like, sort of the girl Alucard thing they got going on with Seth, where they just have this whole thing where Seth has, like, this whole design where it's a female body, but they still have, like, the freaking... But they still have the, you know, the fucking style of having Michael McConaughey's voice still coming out of his mouth. It's really something. I kind of love it, actually. And yeah. But yeah, they just do some interesting stuff with Seth in this game, especially since Seth's playstyle in this game is actually kind of awesome by taking moves from other characters.
My name is Seth.
My name is Seth.
Fight.
Also just stealing a move from fucking Dio there. That's not actually an exaggeration. That is literally one of Dio's moves from the Capcom JoJo game in the arcades. Heritage from the Future. They literally just gave Seth that move where it's just the Dio just watching, just doing the Dio pose as you know, the world is punching people. So you just see the Za Warudo Tokyo Tomare. Oh, and he also... Oh, and Seth also just has one of Dimitri's moves from Darkstalkers as well. Just... God, they really gave Seth some cool shit in this game. I'm genuinely happy to see that they did some good stuff with Seth. I genuinely do love that they did some cool stuff with Seth in this game, because...
You are the shed skin of a snake. May the earth consume you.
God damn. But it's like, Seth is such a cool, like, way they designed Seth in this game, and they made them way more fun in this game. I dig it. Oh boy. But yeah, they did have some interesting new characters that were added to this game, and we saw a few of them. You know what, since he's here, I might as well deal with you. The biggest wasted potential in this entire fucking game, Nikali. The character who was meant to be this big evil force, and they just existed just to be an overglorified jobber in the story mode. And basically just being what is essentially like Ogre from Tekken, pretty much. I kind of wish they were allowed to let Nikali exist as, like, the full villain that they were planning to do with Nikali. But, unfortunately, that didn't happen because, I guess they were screwed over on time. I don't know. Nikali is definitely one of those... Nikali is definitely a weird case where I kind of want Nikali to be given something way cooler than they actually are, which I'd like to see that happen, but, you know, I think Nikali's probably not going to return unless the Street Fighter 6 devs are just like, you know what? Yeah, let's bring Nikali back to do some crazy shit. Because, you know, we're doing some weird shit. We are bringing fucking Ingrid back. Why not bring Nikali back? Hello, and thanks for the follow there. Arcada Fox 6. Nice name. No, Nikali. Ow! Fuck you! Oh boy. Got him. But yeah, it just kind of feels like Nikali should be given something better than what he was given in this game, which is literally nothing. To the point where frickin' Akuma Raging Demons him and, well, makes him go out in such a bitch way. It's kind of hilarious. And the funny thing is, in one of the Street Fighter 6 comics, he's actually back and actually still doing something against Lily of all characters. I'm like, what? I sort of reminded myself, hello, and welcome to the chat, Arcada Fox 6. Welcome, and I hope you're doing good for yourself.
Sagat wins.
Devour a king? Impossible!
Yeah, this is the final part of the Sagat history today, and I'm just going over some fights with characters that, you know, Sagat hasn't really fought in the canonical sense yet, so let's see how we do that. Because, you know, there are some characters that I kind of am curious to see fighting against and showing off before we, you know, do what we can to finish up other stuff. Might do a few more online matches, and then we'll just move on.
Dare you challenge the king?
Alright, who's left that I haven't shown off yet? Oh, fuck, that's right, Urian's here, too. Haven't shown Urian off. You know, Gil's fucking brother.
Kneel before me when in my presence.
Actually, what does he say to Urian? I'm curious now, because Urian is one of those characters where I don't see a lot of people still playing as him, but then again, that's Urian for you. What a dude.
Round one. Fight.
Ow! Right, Urian's a bit of an asshole at points to fight against at points. I should probably remind myself of that.
Nope. No blocking for you. Nope.
Oh god, Aegis Reflector. I should probably stay away from that. Kick. None of that. Shame on you.
Round two. Fight.
Oh.
Oh, there's the Aegis Reflectors. Oh my god.
Be gone! And that is how you knock a bitch ass out.
Sagat wins.
Yeah. Foolish arrogance. How dare you look down on the king?
Yes, Sagat, we know you're a king. I swear at this point I'm halfway tempted to just start say doing that godforsaken that Coldplay song Viva La Vida now. Except is that even a joke we still want to continue on with, because, you know, that's a whole other thing. I used to roll the dice. I'm not continuing that because I should save that for a completely other joke to make when my luck is way worse than this. So, yeah, we'll just do that another day, I guess. I don't know, man.
King's Court. Dare you challenge the king?
Dare you challenge the king?
I'm just fighting a lot of Street Fighter 3 characters and Seth, so you know what? Let's fight the last character that I need to fight against to make this make sense. Hey there, everybody. This is Luke from Streets. Yep, it's our new main character from Street Fighter 6 himself, good old Luke
let's
from
do it.
Streets.
I'm always ready for a fight.
Alright, let's give Alex Lee some trouble here, because we gotta fight against good old Luke from Streets. Because, man, Luke has grown so much on me after Street Fighter 6 came out. I'm so glad that Alex Lee started the amazing propaganda to get everyone to like Luke through all of the memes.
Your words are not needed.
So then, you really want to go through the trouble? Fine.
Round one.
Let's do it! Let's do it to it! Time to go beast mode, baby! Oh shit. Yep, that's Luke being Luke, alright. Just because Luke from Streets is actually kinda is really good in this game. He's the final character and he was really good. And now in Street Fighter 6 he's good, but I don't know where he stands on where people stand with them.
Sucks to be you, and now I beat ya.
Oh, Luke. The true challenge is Luke. Alright, who's gonna win between Sagat and Luke? Oh. Well, shit. Nope. Nope. Ow. Well, Luke finished off Sagat. And that's why I got in the base roster of 6 and you didn't. You're the Emperor of Ripped Muscle. You're the Emperor of Ripped Muscles or something? There's that Luke. There's that Luke way of speaking. I mean, I also loved his, kind of cringe to talk about beauty during a match, where he just says that to Vega. Jesus Christ. I will always love that Alex clearly loves playing Luke. Then again, Alex just clearly loves playing anybody unless it's Kazuya from Rent-A-Girlfriend. I hope you don't mind if I go full beast mode. Oh my god, just God, Rent-A-Girlfriend is such a frickin' series, alright. That is a series that the only reason to watch that is in English, just to hear Alex Lee say some really bonkers shit as Kazuya, and also because it's a bit of a train wreck. Oh my god. Ow.
Ow! We felt that.
Oh. Oh. Damn it.
I'll never lose to anyone.
Good to know, Luke. Ow. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Luke. The computer of Luke, giving me problems. What else is new? Oh, Luke from Streets, continuing to give me problems. Oh, boy. Now I can understand why people didn't like Luke at first. Oh, my God. Ow. My God. Oh, for the love of... Luke, you hit hard. Man, Luke, what have I...
Fuck you. Let's get it in. Tiger Rampage!
Not yet. I'm not done.
Final round.
Yeah, I know that feeling, Sagat. Let's do it. Do it. Oh, 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 oh. 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 Throw loop. Good old Street Fighter 6 problems. Throw loop. Oh, fuck! God, Luke is just not wanting me to see what Sagat says to him when beating him. Jesus Christ, Luke. Luke is on a fucking roll here. My God. This is the true boss of this game. It's Luke. The true boss of Street Fighter V was Luke the whole time.
Fuck you.
Round two. Fight.
not dealing with this right now. Damn it, Luke, from Streets. There we go. Hell yeah. Rampage!
Ugh! Alright, there we go, finally.
Sagat wins.
Okay.
I've walked my path much longer than you have yours.
I wonder if that's supposed to mean Luke is young or something. I can only imagine. Alright. And now, the last match of this computer player stuff that I'm gonna be doing is gonna be a little bit silly because I just kind of feel like doing something funny with this last one.
Stay at noon. Sagat.
Because Luke gave me trouble, but now it's time for us to go to the other end of all of this,
Dare you challenge
where we
me?
fight 11.
11.
AKA, clearly not 12 from Street Fighter 3, a prototype of which, and just is basically random select. And 11 becomes E Honda. Oh shit. 11 E Honda?
Your words are not needed.
Alright, let's fight against 11's version of E Honda. Because it's just such a... Because I love the fact that they just made 11 a character slot of essentially just random select, but gave it a new look. Because I love the goopy-ass look of... I love the goopy look of 11/12. It's always been cool to me. It's just a shame that, you know, 12 is an example of just the character that everybody knows is bad in Third Strike, a lot aside from Sean. Well, now we're here.
Round 2. Fight.
Tiger uppercut.
Alright.
Sagat wins.
Alright. I have done that whole deal. Story has done myself good. And now Sagat... Now Sagat is just at a point where, you know, he won. He's the king, he's the emperor. He's no longer needing to worry about being the big deal that he was before. We did all of that, and well, I think that's a good amount of stuff to get done for today. I'm honestly amazed I got this stream to be about as long as the last stream I did with Street Fighter 4, because I guess that's what happens when you have 5 arcade modes, and just being able to do all of that, plus, you know, some, like, a single set of online matches, and then some, you know, stuff to check out with Sagat's whole thing. Honestly, it feels nice knowing that we got Sagat's story done today. And I won't be back to do more Sagat stuff until August when Sagat comes out in Street Fighter 6. Because I'm already preparing myself to just be like, yeah, I'm there day friggin' 1 when Sagat comes out. Because I've been really looking forward to him coming out for that game. But with that said, I'm going to be taking a week break from streaming, and I'm going to be using that time to prepare myself for my next set of streams, which is going to be something I want to do that's me playing a game I grew up with, and I think that would probably be a good chance to do that instead of just, you know, doing all that. So next time we meet up on these streams, we're going to go through the day, we're going to go through a bit of history with the War of the Roses, and we'll see y'all in a blast from the past. Wait, what the... But with that said, we're gonna go and raid. We're gonna go and get a raid going. Hey, did you know that with the championship, you can toggle the battle BGM to play the fight themes from the story mode for certain characters in actual matches? That I did. It is pretty cool. I usually like having the character themes play for that stuff, so yeah, that's why I stuck with the character themes I did. But yeah, the story mode stuff is really cool that they do. But with that said, let's go and raid. Let's go and raid someone. Specifically, let's go and raid a certain porcelain maid. Thank you guys for joining me so much, and I can't wait to see you guys next time on all of this.